Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. Today, we are discussing an estimable 2021 launch, the latest heir to the legendary 1985 Patek Philippe Calatrava 3919. This is the new Patek Philippe 6119G-001, a hobnail bezel Calatrava made of white gold that is 39 millimeters in diameter, 8.4 millimeters thick, and 47 millimeters from lug to lug with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, it has a fairly commanding stance because it is broad and thin, it's graceful, and easily fits underneath a cuff, though it appears to have a sizable presence for a Patek dress watch. It can be worn on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference, but it has the unique quality of looking a lot larger and broader than it is. So if you want a watch that's a standout for all the right reasons, this is an example. Now, taking a look at the strap, black, large rectangular scale alligator leather, a little bit of bolstering, stuffing to give it thickness, monotone stitch, folded edge, black calfskin on the bottom, beige. You can see this is a brand new Patek Philippe factory strap, and we have a pull tab spring bar on each side so you can remove the straps without tools. We have a spade style matching white gold pin buckle that's faceted and polished, and then the case itself is simple blended lugs that merge with the case band. Everything's of high polish. We have the Calatrava cross on the crown, push-down crown, 30 meters water resistant. We have a bezel with double-rowed hobnails. And we have a cambered box section crystal. Now, the watch includes a small second sub-register, faceted, hybrid Dauphine style hands. They're a hybrid of Dauphine and baton, and the faceting makes it easier to read them against the nickel anthracite satin dial base. You can see that it has a brushed finish that runs from top to bottom. We have little hour indice cabochon on board, so those little indices outboard sit on the railroad track used for reading the minutes. And then we have these faceted dart style indices that aim towards the center of the dial. The hands as well as the indices are 18 karat white gold in order to prevent oxidation or tarnish over time, and they are placed by hand. They are also cut on diamond tipped milling tools by manual means. Now, the sub-register features a crosshair layout for small seconds, a baton-style hand, and there's a concentric pattern within, as well as a polished chaptering without. Taking a quick look at the dial, it's minimalist, Swiss Patek Philippe Genève. Turning it all over, you can see that we have a new movement for this family. 3255, we have a handsome array of bridges, nicely finished. We have twin mainspring barrels. We have a 65-hour power reserve. We have a hacking seconds function, so it has that refinement if you want it. It is adjusted in 6 positions. It has a free-sprung Patek Gyromax style balance with an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring that they call Spiromax. If you combine the hairspring, the 6-position adjustment, the free-sprung architecture, and the Patek Philippe seal, all those things in combination mean the watch is rated to no worse than -3 plus 2 seconds per day. Now, the architecture, we need to talk about that. It's gorgeous. We have a barrel bridge on each side, a lovely break between them, mirrored anglage that's undoubtedly started by mechanical means but finished by hand. There's a gorgeous little island that contains a steel pinion. You can see the barrels, they're both meshing with that steel pinion, and then it conveys their energy to the drivetrain and down to the escapement. But this little island has wonderful sharp points where 2 bevels meet and then come to a point and taper off. That's very, very difficult to achieve, just about as tough as an interior angle, so I'm happy to see that. That little island bridge adds immensely to the pulchritude of this movement. It's a modern beat rate, 28,800 vibrations per hour, and all this is 30 meters water resistant, but really you don't want to test that theory. The movement is broad. It's broad of shoulder, being 31 millimeters wide, and it is 2.55 millimeters thick, 30 millimeters wide, and 2.55 millimeters thick. It is a good-looking caliber. It has immaculately laid, lustrous, luminous, and broad Côte de Genève over the bridges. There's engine turning in 2 different sizes on the base plate. All the screw heads are black polished. Their slots are chamfered, and their circumference also chamfered. And then you can see that there are some locating pegs that are used, for example, to locate the balance cock. Those are polished on their top as well, and all wheels, including the barrels, feature satin patination. It is quite handsome. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this Patek Philippe Calatrava 6119G.